Hey Explorers, teacher here. How's everybody doing? So as you know, we're constantly working to improve the ACA method. Recently, we've been trying a few new things to improve the flexibility and inclusion aspect of the ACA method so that everybody can consider themselves part of American Columbian Academy. With that in mind, some of our recent experiments have been this idea of a minor leagues clan. And it's led to some confusion, a little apprehension, but now I think we've got an idea that can fix all that and bring us to a whole new level. Before we had this idea of these 3 different levels, and while we're still going to keep that, we have some changes for the minor leagues. So now, instead of having a separate clan of minor league explorers, we're now going to have scholars working their way towards becoming explorers. Now with this, you can go to any meeting you want as long as you just sign off as being a scholar or an explorer. This is actually already part of the history of ACA and part of the ACA method. Before the pandemic, everybody had to start out as a beginner and then go along the path from scholar to then philosopher to scientist to finally the explorer. Our gallitos serve as totems to help us better understand all the parts of the ACA method, both the concrete parts and the more abstract parts. We even used cards and passports with stamps to measure progress, something that we're going to be really focusing on in the coming year. Okay, so then what's the difference between a scholar and an explorer? Basically, explorers are the 1% of society at large. These are the Navy SEALs, basically doing absolutely everything and then some. Scholars are still maybe the 10%, and they're doing everything they can to get to become an explorer. Both scholars and explorers are attending clan meetings, attempting to do all of the ACA method, and they are living the I+1 way, trying to get better and better and better, thanks to exponential growth. So therefore, anybody who's ever taken a class is considered an ACA student. And everyone who's ever given a class is considered an ACA teacher. All scholars and all explorers are therefore ACA teachers and students. But not all ACA students and teachers are ACA explorers and ACA scholars. So what is it that explorers do that make them explorers? An explorer is reviewing at least 100 cards every day and is adding plenty of cards. An explorer treats their motions, past, and their clans as sacred. Explorer is also living up to the explorer's promise and the explorer values. An explorer is also using their I+1 journal. It's making plenty of progress along the I+1 habit levels. Is going to be getting those color bands soon, and lives the I+1 way of life. Basically that today is better than yesterday and that this month is better than the month before. And an explorer is contributing to the rest of the explorers and students and scholars by making posts in the forum, by contributing audios, and doing anything else that helps us. If it's translating things, if it's giving new ideas, giving comments or feedback. And of course, explorers attend classes and meetings. Explorers have different benefits and expectations as scholars do. Explorers do receive prizes, and there's a whole world of opportunity waiting for an explorer. Also, on the other hand, though, an explorer has a lot more expectation and pressure. If a Navy SEAL isn't doing their job, that is an issue. Whereas the idea with scholars, that exists to sort of get rid of that pressure a little bit. So there's no check-ins with scholars like there is with an explorer. So who are the scholars right now? Well, if you were in a minor league clan before, now just consider yourself a scholar, and you can come to any clan meeting. To become an Explorer, basically just start doing all of that stuff. Let us know your intent to get on that super high Navy SEAL black belt level. And basically, that's it. If you're a scholar, you're kind of like an explorer in waiting. So we do already have that expectation that you're getting to that level. And basically, I think we should keep the 3 clans as they are, have 2 meetings on Wednesday and 1 maybe on Thursday, and you can just go to any meeting that's most convenient for you, just signing off as an explorer or as a scholar, signing your runa that way. That'll allow for the most flexibility and inclusion, and still maintain these different levels of expectation, benefits, privileges, and pressure on all of us. Now, with that said, we're still all explorers because that's our ultimate goal. So, with that said, explorers, I want you to get out there and have an amazing I+1 day and finish off this week super strong. I'll see you guys.